Hey there friends, it's Codiak here, back for a quick Far Cry 6 video. As you know, each week a new Insurgency refreshes some of the endgame content, and with each new week comes a slew of new items for players to snatch up. This week, La Joya is under attack by the FND, and you'll have to clear out 2 anti-aircraft sites, 2 checkpoints, and re-clear the FND base, CCE Electrical Station 31. Once you do that, you'll have to tackle the Mesozoico Special Operation. This is the one that takes you through that abandoned dinosaur theme park. You guys know I'm not a fan of special ops, but this one is actually my favorite, and for whatever reason, I just find it to be the least painful of all the options. The last step is to clear out the Valley Prehistorico. This is where the FND Insurgency leader is holed up, and once you do that, you'll collect your first weapon of the week, Switchguard. This is a 4-star rifle built on the BP Ruck platform. It's a unique weapon, which means you can't change up the attachments and mods, but actually, it's got a pretty decent loadout. It comes equipped with armor-piercing rounds, a micro-reflex sight, as well as the fast reload mod, which improves reload speed, and the gut wrencher mod, which improves body shot weapon damage. In terms of combat, this is a decent mid-range pick. Because of that micro-reflex sight, it's tough to make this thing work from any sort of real distance, but it's not bad in a pinch. Sadly, the lack of a suppressor just makes this thing only somewhat viable in most situations in the game. We know that suppressors are king in Far Cry 6, so the Switchguard falls victim to a pretty mediocre build. That being said, you know we're a fan of ranking unique weapons here on the channel, and if I had to add the Switchguard into the mix, I'd say it's probably a B-tier weapon. It's not a top tier, but it's also not terrible, and while it doesn't have all the bells and whistles, it's got enough that you can make it work. Ultimately, I don't think I'd bring this thing into action over some of the other weapons available, but it is out there for people to pick up. As always, the black market has a number of items worth checking out as well. This week, it's a bit strange. Someone at Ubisoft is definitely getting fired because the first gun up for grabs is the Libertad Custom ARC. We've seen a Libertad weapon each and every week, and although this one is clearly bugged in some capacity, it's easy enough to find its baseline counterpart. Another strange thing about this weapon is that it has 2 overclock mods. You can't actually place any other mod in that second spot like we've been able to in other weeks. It's a very strange situation and very clearly a mistake. That being said, this is a solid weapon. I actually used the ARC quite a bit during the main game. It's a gun that is a really solid middle-of-the-road pick and can be effective in nearly every situation. Just like the Libertad SSGP-58, you get everything you need with the ARC, including a suppressor, pointer, and canted sight, which allows you to deal with targets up close and at a distance. Bugs aside, this is a really solid weapon, and for 500 moneta, it can be yours. The second weapon in the mix is the White Lotus, and honestly, I'm really bummed out about this weapon. This is a single-shot sniper rifle that deals high damage and is a great weapon for anyone that's looking to take out enemies from extreme distances. But the truth is, it's just a reskin of the Eastern Front rifle we saw a few weeks ago. If you compare the two, you'll notice White Lotus supposedly has a higher rate of fire, but I tested this out and it's complete bollocks. The two weapons are identical top to bottom, so if you did miss the Eastern Front rifle when it was on the black market a few weeks ago, now is your chance to pick up something very similar. With all that in mind, it is a decent sniper rifle, but after the EVA from last week, it really just leaves me wanting a bit more. It does have all the attachment mods available, which is great, as well as overclock and 1 additional slot, but other than that, it's a mid-tier rifle at best. One thing I do like about these weekly resets is just how many new armor sets the Ubisoft team is injecting into the game at no real cost to the player, and while they're not all great, it's fun to see what they add into the mix and if it fits into any other loadouts. This week, Ubisoft added in the new Electrician set. The Electrician's helmet improves blindness recovery, the Electrician's vest improves auto turret damage resistance, the Electrician's slacks allow you to carry more EMP grenades and sticky EMPs, the Electrician's gloves allow your gadget kills to reward bonus Supremo charge, and the Electrician boots allow you to recover from being knocked down more quickly. All in all, not a great set of gear, and one you could definitely pass on if you want. I do think there are some opportunities to make a piece or two work depending on your build, but honestly, the effects aren't that great, and the set looks pretty dopey on top of that. The other item up for grabs is the Soviet coat, which improves your general defense while in a vehicle. This is another hard pass for me, unless cosplay is your thing. Nothing like running around Yara looking like a World War II Soviet sniper. Sadly, after the banger that was last week, this week's offering just left me feeling incredibly underwhelmed. I think a few things will be worth the moneta, but overall, a dud of the week filled with mediocre weapons and armor. Guys, I want to let you know that the first Far Cry 6 DLC, Voss Insanity, is out now. We have a full review up on the channel, so if you want to know what that content is all about, definitely give it a watch. There are a couple additional videos as well, so enjoy. As always, if you guys appreciate our videos that get straight to the point and don't waste your time, we'd love your support. Hit that thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. We do our best to get these videos nice and short so you can get the information that you need and get back to the game. We also invite you to join us on Discord. We've got a great community of around 7,000 members with a special section dedicated to Far Cry 6, so check out that link in the description and join today. Finally, if you like everything we're doing here at Legacy Gaming and you want to help us out even more, you can do so by becoming a member. For just a couple bucks, you're helping evolve the channel and take our community to that next level. Check out the join button below to learn more. My name is Codiak, and from everyone here at Legacy Gaming, thanks for watching and play on.